What's going on, gamers out there? Diamond93 here, and welcome to episode 4 of Building Minecraft City 3.0. And even though, well, 2 and 3 are still in the works of uploading, which is going to take longer than I anticipated, I'm just going to work on episode 4. Now, luckily for me though, I just got to do a little something real quick, like grab this block, the curb full block. And I grab dark asphalt with this block and this block. Because what I need to do though is I need to go. There we go. But I'm also going to need a stop sign as well though, which I just realized I don't have. Got it now. There we go. And I just realized I need a corner block too. I just realized that now. I'm going to need a corner block. Which is right here. Whoops. There we go. I'm going to break this all the way down to over here, all the way down to this block, to make it easier on myself. Whoops. There we go. And I just realized I'm missing another block as well. But I'll get it. I'll get it once I'm done filling in all the sidewalks. On this side right here, to be honest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So before I actually continue working on the what's it called, the fair, what I wanna do though is I actually wanna like make sure that I can actually get this portion of the road done first though, just to make it easier on myself, and so I don't forget to do it later. Well, it's not that I'm not gonna forget to do it later though. It's just that I actually did the counting like now, like a few seconds ago though. Well, like 1 to 2 minutes ago though, because my game crashed while loading into the world though. So it turns out though that apparently my game will crash when I go from one city world to another one if I don't close out of the application. Yeah, it's a bug. But it's something I gotta deal with, unfortunately. But I don't care. I have to deal with it. There we go. Nicely done. Okie dokie. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this side though. Well, all the way out to here. And then fill this in. And perfect. Nice. Now I got one side of the entire road finished. So now what I need to do now is I now need to go. Well, first things first though is I'm gonna stick. No. Let me get that back up real quick. And now I need to grab the double yellow lines, which are right here. But first things first, though, is let me at least rip up all of this section right here, though, real quickly. Just so I can then make it easier on myself, though. Because what I want to do, though, is I want to make an exact replica, though, of the 1.0, but make it to where the parking spots, though, are different sizes, though. Which means there will be, which means that, well, it's going to be obvious that there's going to be a lot of different changes. Go back down to over here. Let's now add this straight down the center. Perfect. Now I'm going to add the dark asphalt in like this. Oh, damn. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Now, there's one thing, though, that I do know. There's one thing that I do know, is that I'm going to try and make a replica, though, of 2.0 rather than 3.0. Now, the thing is, though, when a world corrupts, though, I don't continue it, though, and I just delete the videos off of YouTube. Though, but if it doesn't corrupt, then I don't, like, delete it, though, and I just keep the videos posted, though. Like the 1.0, for example. That world did not corrupt, though. I still have access to it, though. It's just I stopped building on it, though, because of the parking lots, though, and it's going to take a while to fix everything. I mean everything. I don't want to have to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. There we go. So what I'm thinking is, before I actually add in the train tracks, though, what I want to do, though, now the reason why I discontinued 2.0, though, and had to start from scratch, though, is because there was a major, like, mistake, though, that I made, though, while constructing it, though, and I did not want to have to fix it all over again, because I already built a bridge, though, for it, though, and I did not want to have to tear that down just to fix it. That would have been a pain in my butt to do, and I did not want to do that. There we go. Okay, so now I can actually stick some of these blocks though inside the chest, actually, come to think of it. Yeah, I can do that, so I'm going to put that in there, this. Let's park there for right now. Let me also add in the stop sign right here, though. Right here. And over here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, good. You know, I'm actually going to turn this into a double chest, actually. Let me turn this into a double chest real quick. There we go. Now I have a lot more space to work with. Perfect. So the fact that I now have a lot more space to work with now, though, when storing blocks stuff for the road, I don't have to constantly have to hold some, though, in my inventory. And I can just have, like, a double chest for it, though. Whoopsie. Cross block alert. Got it. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go now. Okie dokie, so now that I got this all situated. Well, almost all situated. There we go. There we go. Now I just gotta patch all this in real quickly. There we go. Perfect. Okay, good. So now that I have that all situated now, let me just stick these two inside the chest. There we go. Now the reason why I didn't go that way yet though is because I still have to count the blocks to go that way. Anyways, it's now, oh yeah, that's right, I gotta continue the merry-go-round as well though, that's right. I still gotta continue that. Luckily for me though, it's almost completed though, luckily. It is almost complete. All I have to do now though is just the roof. That's all I have to do is just the roof. I'm just going to look at the thumbnail. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I really hate when when it forms into blocks though, to be honest. I really hate when that happens. Like, I really seriously do. Perfect. Now I just have to do a little something like this again. Whoopsie. There we go. Perfect. So now I got the roof all situated now. Now that I have the roof all situated, let me add some lanterns in here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now that I have the lanterns all situated, I just now need to build a flag at the top, which I'm actually going to use an oak fence for rather than a birch fence. So it goes up one, it goes up like this way, this way, this way, and then on an angle like that, right? Correct. Okay, so now I have that all situated. Let me now prepare the kiosk. grab out stone real quick. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now let's open up the roof a little bit. Let's put down that. We're gonna put that down. We're gonna put this here with the paper inside. Okay, so now all I need to do now. Wait, okay, guys, I just want to double check if I had the stair in there or not. That which I do. Good. All I need now though is just the glass pane and the villager spawn egg. That's all I need. Oh man, I keep putting it in the wrong spot. Ooh, what does this do? Is this a shepherd? No, he's a fisherman. Nice. Okay, good. So now I have that all situated. So now I have this finally built, and I mean finally, because it took me a bit of, because it took me 2 episodes just to finish that. I'm gonna build a Helter Skelter next. Yeah, I'm gonna build a Helter Skelter next. So I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need this. You know what? Let me get a chest real quick now, and just stick it right here for right now, and stick in the unnecessary blocks. So I'm gonna need. Like that. Oh, wait, I am going to need the yellow concrete too. I better not forget the yellow concrete, because I am going to need that too. But what I'm also going to need, though, is I'm also going to need to grab, oh, I remember now. Okay, so, let me go to here real quick. I need to go back to construction. I need to grab out black stained glass panes. I need to grab out ladders. I also need to grab out light gray concrete. Perfect. Okay, now these are all the materials I'm going to need, though, to build it, though. So I'm going to start off, though, with the red and white concretes, of course. Roll up by 1. Now, I don't remember if it was like, I have to go up 6, I have to go up 7. I don't remember. I have to double check. So it's showing that there's, looks like to be 3 blocks above the door, though.
White concrete, just like this. We now want to take every single one of these blocks and raise them up each by 6.
So what was it? It was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then I just realized I'm missing another concrete, though, I think. Or terracotta, I believe. I don't remember if it was concrete or terracotta, I don't remember. Maybe it was actually light gray concrete that I need, though. And it just looks like cyan terracotta.
Now that we have raised up all of those blocks, we now want to make some new ones. So above and inside of this shape, I would start at the beginning, by the way. So the very first red concrete block that we placed, follow it all the way up to the top here. Place a red concrete behind this top block, and then
1, 2,
one above
3,
it, just
4.
like this.
Right.
And then right of is going to on this side the stripy pattern from below
1,
upwards.
2, 3, 4.
And we
1,
want to
2,
raise every
3,
single
4.
one of these blocks
1,
up
2,
by
3,
4.
4.
1, 2,
1,
3,
2,
4.
3, 4.
And just go.
Yep, I was right. It was 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And this is where also the light gray concrete though is going to come into play though.
Going all the way around the exact same thing.
Okay, so let me grab the light gray concrete real quick. So I can just add in a little bit of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. There we
Once
go.
we have raised up all of those blocks, we are now going to differentiate a little bit. I'm going to fill the center of this shape in using light grey concrete. Now that we have created a platform using light grey concrete, I want you to take each one of the 4 corners
Oh wait, that's...
and raise them up by 4 using white concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth, going all the way around the light grey platform. So what we want to do from here is we want to join the tops of the white concretes all together, just like this. I want you to place glass pane at the top / underneath the layer of white concrete. And then on the left, right and back side, fill the remaining empty space in using white concrete. We're not going to do that on the front though, because this is how we are going to get in and out of the ride. By the way, we also want to destroy a block in the platform just at the back that will allow us to climb up and down the Helter Skelter. Place yellow concrete all the way around
Here. I'm actually going to start doing the interior though, and right now though, just to make it easier on myself, to be honest. Yeah, it's just gonna make it 10 times easier on myself though, if I just do this now though. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna need to grab out the lantern real quick. I'm gonna stick it right about here. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm gonna grab out the ladders. And voila. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now destroy that block. Now I don't need the oak door anymore or the ladders. But I am going to need to hold on to the lantern just in case, if I still need it. Not there. And then now I'm going to place down some birch fences.
around the top of the white concrete row
Like that,
at the
right?
top of our build. Then place a layer of yellow concrete directly on top of
Is
the
it 1
layer
or
of
2 though?
white
I can't
concrete.
tell.
Then we are going to raise up the center block and place 1, 2
Oh, okay, that's
fence
right.
on top. That will give us this. This is starting to look more and more like a lighthouse. The next thing that we're going to do is make the actual slide portion.
I just
of the
remembered.
house
I
itself. So
just
it's
remembered.
relatively simple.
I need the stairs.
Destroy this white concrete block so that we are able to see the light grey concrete platform. We are
I just realized that. There we go. That's better now.
going to extend the light grey concrete outwards so that it overhangs the red concrete at the top here, and we are going to place light grey concrete so that it extends around the shape of the Helter Skelter. We are then going to extend this block 1 row inwards, so this is on the right side, and then we are going to start extending down, right, down, right down, and then we are going to start extending as we hit the point here where we are kind of going to turn the corner. We are going to start extending the light grey concrete round the build as we can. So we want the drop to be on the flat sides, and then we'll go round the corner on, well, the corners. And the same sort of thing on the back, although we might extend this out one row on the back. So we're going to extend the light grey concrete another row forwards here, or backwards, so that we are able to drop it down, and it just fits onto the side of the Helter Skelter. So once again, kind of like, maybe if we start here, we can start dropping it down. We don't have to be too precise here, but I just want to make it so that the finishing point for the Helter Skelter is going to be somewhere around where that chest is. So once again, as we kind of hit these flat sides, we just want to drop the slide down a little bit, and there we go. That's pretty good. So what we could have done is we could have taken out some of the Helter Skelter here, and that would have been okay. Like, we could have had the light grey concrete extend down and chop out some of the Helter Skelter at the back, but I think it looks a little bit better this way around instead of like chopping through, and we still end up in roughly the exact same place. Well, anyway, now that we have all of that figured out, we want to place red concrete around the above and around the outside of the light grey concrete. So red concrete above and outside of the light grey concrete like this, and this is going to make it so that we are able just to simply add water to this, and the water has nowhere to go. And this is how we are going to get up and down the slide, of course. So here, perfect. So that's worked out quite nicely. And in the ground here, we can destroy, and we can just like, we want to make it so that the water eventually drops down into a hole, so that is, so we'll make sure that it is going to do that. And then we can place the red concrete pretty much sort of parallel on the opposite side of the Helter Skelter.
And wow, this one's already completed.
Take it as like a case-by-case basis. So like here, the Helter Skelter is in the way. We're not going to chop any of it out. So we kind of want to have, like here, the water should be fine. So we can just make this as high as this opposite side here, and then extend it back, up, back. Just fill that little gap in, and then it all should be okay. If we start the water here, then yeah, that will work very nicely.
Yep, got it.
At the top here, we can have like a chest with boats in. And
perfect. Okay, so now I got that all situated. Got it all. Nice. Okie dokie. So now what I'm going to work on, though, now I could work on the roller coaster, though, but I'm going to save that for last. Like, very last. For when it comes to the fair. So it's Carnival, so it's theme park, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to say that for, like, very, very last, though. Or, unless if I get, like, these, like, that one, like, or I could get, like, the teacup, the hooker duck, and this one, and those two done, then I can technically work on over here, because then it's going to make it a lot easier on myself. So, yeah, let me do that real quick, then. Now, let me grab out red and white and cyan real quick. Whoopsie. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now I gotta grab out the yellow concrete and the light blue concrete. I can then stick the red concrete back inside my inventory. Let me just do a little bit of this. Well, I still need the red concrete though anyway though, but I'm not gonna need it right this minute though. Well, I'm gonna kinda need it though. In a moment though. There we go. Okay, so just by looking at that though, goes... Okay, so I see how it goes. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I flip-flop this. Hold on. I gotta flip-flop this. There we go. Okay, so now that I did that, now I'm gonna need to do those. Now I'm gonna need to grab out... No, not oak fences. I need birch fences, not oak fences. Grab the birch fences. I'll stick it here and here, as well as over here. Right here. And right here as well. I'm gonna grab this out, bam, 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 like that. The reason I'm doing the corners first, though, is just to make it easier on myself though, when constructing the roof for this. Now, I am gonna need the smooth quartz slabs though as well, though. I do know that. I do know that. But is that too tall, though? Or is it just the right height? I don't know, though, if it's the right height or not. I mean, I'm thinking it is, though, but I don't know, though. Which is one of the things that I really got to figure out, though. And if it's not, though, then I got to fix it again. Okay, it looks like it is the right height. Because the next layer, though, is going to be the smooth quartz slabs. Whoopsie. And I mean, just try an extra block there. Perfect. Okay. So now I have to grab out the smooth quartz slabs and then just stick them up like this, right? Yep. I'm going to go plus shape first. Because according to the tutorial, though, it's showing that there's going to be a red block right above it, though. Like this. Perfect. Okay, good. So now I got that done. Let me set the rest of this back in my inventory. I'll grab out the lanterns. There we go. Okay, so now I got the lanterns in. What I'm then going to do is I'm then going to grab out my water bucket and start filling this in with water, though. And look at that, I don't even need to do the inside. But now I'm going to need those. I'm now going to need a bucket of tropical fish. There we go. That's plenty of tropical fish in there now. Now I'm going to need to do those. I'm now going to grab out an item frame, fishing rod. Also going to grab out an iron bar, and I'm going to grab out some podzol too. Just do a little something like that. Well, we're going to do that. We're going to do this. Then we're going to come all the way over here, grab that down. Perfect. Now I'm going to grab our podzol and stick a piece of podzol right there with an oak fence and 2 iron bars, like that. Sit down on this side, podzol, oak fence, 2 iron bars. Now I'm going to repeat this though a lot of times just by doing that. Then last one. Perfect. Okay, so now I have that all situated now. Let's see, what should I do now, though? Oh, that reminds me. Let me get rid of this, this, and this. I don't really need this anymore. Do I still? I don't think so at the, like, not right now, though, at the moment, though, I don't, though. So, let me also grab out, tropical fish, though, which is actually underneath here, though. So it's right here. And I need to grab out blue stained glass. Well, light blue stained glass to be exact. There we go. Okie dokie. So now I'm going to grab out my trusty little shovel here. And I got to connect this up to over here. Then I'm going to dig a path all the way around, but not the podzol though. Damn it. Hold up. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Okay, good. Wait. I just realized. It's still 3 blocks. So it was originally 4 blocks, and then now it's 3 blocks. Nice. So now this attraction is almost completed, and I mean almost completed. The only thing I need to do now, though, is just grab out the mob heads. Which in this case would be player head, zombie head, creeper head, dragon head, with a skeleton, and with a skeleton. So here's what I'm going to do. With a skeleton, dragon, creeper. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And then on this side, I'm going to do skeleton, creeper, no, zombie, player. There we go. Now it's all completed. Now that this one's all completed, I can then get rid of the head still real quick. There we go. Okay, good. So now that this one's all completed, I'm now going to need to work on this one, though. But then I just realized something. Well, I definitely don't need the light gray concrete anymore, though, I don't think. I do know that... Okay, well, first things first, let me just grab out the proper materials that I'm going to need, which are these blocks right here. I'm just going to grab a chest. Oh, wait, I had an item frame already. Why did I have to grab a second one? I don't know. So I'll just raise this up a little bit. There we go. I'm also going to place another chest right here. Wrong, facing the wrong way. I'm also going to grab out the smooth quartz stairs. So I can put this as like a little bit of a cash register. Since I don't have like an actual cash register thing though, I don't think. Yeah, I don't. So now I don't need that anymore. I'm still going to need to keep that out. There we go there. 1, 2, 3. Join it all the way across from over here. Oh, whoops. There we go. Okay, then we're going to do a little something like this. Then we're going to drag this all the way across the back. And then bring it down like this. Perfect. Then now I just have to fill this in. Now I do know that I still need to get out the red concrete though. But the thing is though, I also need to grab out sand as well though for the floor. So let me just grab that out. Whoops. Grab that out real quick. There we go. Perfect. Okay, good. So now that all situated, what I can then now do the... Oh, that's right, though. I am still in the oak planks as well, though. There we go. Because that's where the item frames are going to be for the shulkers. Let's grab the lanterns, though, so we can get some... So we can get some freaking light underneath this. There we go. Now I'm going to start from the back here, though. Now I am going to need the mob heads again, though. I do know that. There we go. So, but I'm only going to need 4 of them this time, though. I'm only going to need 4. Which would be the player head, zombie head, creeper head, and dragon head. Now, if I'm trying to remember correctly, it goes dragon... No, wait, hold on. I don't remember the layout of the player heads, though. So, I gotta figure out how to do the player heads. In the meantime, I will then add in the item frames. So, we can add the balloons.
Hey, what's up, YouTube?
No, I'm gonna keep this... Okay, yep, I see it now. So the dragon head does go at the top here, with that there, and then that there. Perfect, okay. So this one's almost completed, and I mean almost completed. What do I not need right now, though? What do I not need right now? I actually don't know. Looking around on all the other rides. You know what? I have an idea. Well, first things first, though, is let me get rid of the heads real quick, because I don't need those at the moment, though. I really don't need them at the moment. And then I'm going to grab out the wrong shulker box. I'm going to grab out this shulker box. I'm going to stick it in its proper place already. There we go. And then now I'm going to need red, orange, yellow, lime green, light blue, blue, purple, magenta, and pink. Perfect. Now that this game's all done, which is fantastic, I'm now going to work on the other one. Which is straight across from it, though. But that one, though, is going to be built differently. So let me grab that out, and also grab out the sand. I'm going to grab this out. Now, what I'm going to do first, though, is I'm actually going to do the floor first, though. There we go. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. Well, first off, though, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I'm now going to need to grab out the lanterns. Stick them on the sides like this. Stick the 3 pods in the center. But unfortunately, I can't add a third. I can't add a 4th one, and I'm crouching right now. You can see me crouching right now, though, and I can't place another one, which means, unfortunately, though, this one's only going to be able to have 3. Unfortunately, put the sand back, put everything else back. Grab out this one, this one. Oh wait, I still need the red concrete, though. I just realized. Whoops, hold on a minute. damn it. I just realized something. You wanna know what I just realized? That one over there is not done yet. I realized I was missing one last thing over there. I just realized. You know what that was? The string and the carpets. I just realized that now. So that one over there is not quite done yet. Unfortunately, it's not quite done yet. There we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to need to do now, though, is I'm actually going to then grab out cauldron with the powder, bucket of powdered snow with an... Oh, wait, I keep forgetting I have an item frame already. Take the cauldron there, with that here, item frames on the sides, well, mainly the front, though. Okay, so now I'm going to get rid of the cauldron, that, I'm going to get rid of this, and then I'm going to grab out the yellow concrete, stick it along the front here. Now I'm going to add a chest, and the cash register, yoink, and yoink, there we go, and then I'm going to stick this in the center with the snowball, and I'm just going to grab one last lantern, real quick. I'm going to stick it right there. Perfect. Okay, good. So now I have that all situated. I'm going to stick that back in my inventory. I'm now going to grab out the white and light blue carpets as well as string. Since I did forget to add it in though beforehand. Whoopsie, not there. Oops, did I just turn that? Yes, I did. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, what the heck? How did I just place it on top of the freaking chest? What the heck? Whoops. Perfect. Now that one's all taken care of. Now it's got to do the same thing on this side too, though. Whoops, I didn't even open the chest. Like so, and I just realized I forgot the player heads again. For this one over here. That one needs the same player heads in the same exact positions though. So, luckily for me though, I am in the right category though to grab out those player heads. Okie dokie, so it goes this, that. Perfect. There we go. Perfect. Okay, good. So now I have now finished those. I'm now going to need to work on these two down there. Or what I could do is I could work on the teacup ride, but I'd rather work on those two so I can get the roller coaster in and done. So I'm actually going to work on what should I work on first? I'm gonna work on the burger van first. To be honest. Okay, so then we just get the chest out real quick. I'll stick the chest right here. So I can stick all the non-necessity blocks in here though. Okay, so I do know that I'm gonna need the grass block, I'm gonna need the shovel, I'm definitely gonna need the red concrete, white concrete, what else am I gonna need? Oh, smooth quartz stairs, glass pane, this. I'm also going to need item frames too. And that should be all. I think it is. I don't know though. Okay, so let me head back to over here real quick. Oh yeah, I need to get the block of coal. I'm also going to need to get out smooth stone slabs. I'm also going to need to grab out iron trapdoors. This time we're going to need to use an oak door this time rather than an iron door. You know, I'm still going to use the iron door, the traditional iron door though, to be honest. I'm still going to use it. There we go. Nice. Oh, that reminds me. I'm also going to need glowstone, a block of glowstone, and a block of redstone. Oh, and that reminds me, I'm also going to need birch buttons and stone buttons. But I'm also going to need brown and I believe yellow terracotta. But what I'm also going to need, though, is I'm also going to need to grab out red, yellow, and lime carpets. Now, first things first is let me do the wheels first. There we go. Now, we're also going to grab out our grass block, though, as well, though. Just so, like, we can, like, stick these in their proper placements, though. Whoopsie. Hold up. There we go. Now we're going to connect up these a little bit, like this. Oh, that reminds me, though. I'm also going to need, like, a furnace as well, though, to represent as the grill. But I also know that I'm also going to need a lever as well, though. So, I'm going to need the block of coal, this, and this for right now. But, oh god, my throat. That felt weird. Okay, so what else am I going to need? Oh yeah, lever. Just going to need a lever. I already got the glass pane out, but I am also going to need a furnace and ladders. Let me go to the front real quick and just place them in. There we go. Nice. And then what I'm going to need to do now, though, is I'm now going to need to grab out the smooth quartz stairs, the item frames, and the glowstone. There we go. So it has, like, actual, like, headlights, though. Perfect. Okay, okay. So, well, first thing, but next thing's next. Let me add this stuff in right here, though, real quick. There we go. Perfect. Okay, good. So now I got that all situated. Okay. So now I'm going to need to continue this, though, with the help of the tutorial. Oh, excuse me. Oof. Oh, my neck.
Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to
Oh,
make part
signs.
19
I need oak signs.
of my how to build a fair / carnival / theme park playlist. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a burger van / burger truck. If you are making the entire fair, then this is where we are going to be placing the burger van inside of it. If you've already made the large white grid, simply follow the instructions along on the screen and you will be able to see where we both have to start. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these.
Oh, wait. Hold on. What? Wait. Polished deep slate stairs? What is that for? I don't know. But I do know one thing, though. And that is I'm going to need to go down to here, get the blast griddle out there. Where's the blast griddle? There it is. I'm just going to need the juicer. Oh, what else am I going to need? What is that? Admin axes? Interesting. What else am I gonna need? That's really it from this section though, right? I think so. Yeah, because then I need to go to the spawn eggs to get myself the fridge. Oh, there's a freezer. I need the fridge. Oh, that's how I get the cameras. Nice. Auto glass door. Stone trap door. Crimson secret door. Oh! I get a garage door. Sweet. An oven. I don't really want an oven. What I want though is I need to find the frickin' refrigerator. I got a lamppost? Nice. But where is the fridge? There it is. Found it. Yoink.
Begin by placing a black concrete on the...
Now, even though it's black concrete though, I use blocks of coal though.
Buttons. On the front of the vehicle, we want to place quartz stairs
Oh wait.
on the front
Oh
two
wait, it
corners.
wasn't that.
It's easy to identify the front as it's a little bit shorter.
It wasn't
than the
smooth
back.
quartz, it was quartz.
In between these stairs, place furnaces. And then behind every single one of the blocks that we've just placed.
Oh my goodness. Well, first things first though is I gotta fix this real quick. Ah, damn it. Well, I just messed that up entirely. But I think the polished deep slate stairs though is what's supposed to be used for the well, I just gotta make sure that I use quartz stairs though rather than the other ones. So yeah. Anyways, I now need to grab out the ladder again and the furnace because it broke. Because I accidentally broke it. There we go. Nicely done. Perfect. Okay.
Place a row of red concrete. And then we're actually going to extend the red concrete on the left and the red concrete on the right, backwards, each by one. We then want to extend these up each by 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3.
Like
Join them
this.
together at the top. Drop another row below. And that's perfect. So, on this side of the burger van, the open side of the burger van, you can choose either side to be open, but this one is...
I forgot the stone stairs. I completely forgot stone stairs. Hold up. Got him. I forgot this one's not the one that requires the iron trap doors. I don't think.
Open side as it, of course, connects to the fair. We want to place 2 upside down stone stairs, regular stone stairs, extending backwards from the red concrete. Then, on the end of this, place a white concrete, then a red, white. Coming across the back of the build, we want to place an oak door, and then we kind of want to continue the pattern, so we want to place a red concrete, white, red, white, red, white, like this. And we also...
Now, one thing though that I do want to make sure that I do though, is, well, first I gotta get rid of that, grab out this, and just stick it in place. There we go.
want to have a little window on the back, so we actually don't need the oak doors anymore. We can grab the glass pane. And on the back of the build, we want to have, on the left side here, we want to extend this white concrete upwards and have a double window extending along the back of the build. And then the rest of the vehicle we want to start extending upwards. So the vehicle is actually 3 rows high in total, pretty much everywhere except the front and the actual burger on top. We want to continue the pattern upwards from the red and white concrete. We simply want to add an additional 2 layers on top of them. So just like this, extending all the way around. And across the top of the little service window here, we also want to have the alternating continuing pattern like so.